Hello, everyone, and welcome. Yes, happy Halloween. Hi, Susan. How are you? Welcome, everyone. I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations and coming to you live here, or you may be watching the replay either on Facebook or YouTube. So, welcome. I'm excited to be here with you today. So, come on in, say hello, let us know where you're watching from, and we are going to get started. So I have just an announcement that I don't want you to miss out on in case you haven't taken a look at this. Our kits and our kits collection all are on sale ending tonight, end of the day today. They're up to 30% off, which is a really good deal on some of these kits. Some of them have sold out. So go take a look and make sure there's not something in there that you are wanting. Some of these make really, really nice gifts. And with the holiday season coming up, you need to think about that and be prepared. Hi, Linda. Thanks for tuning in. So, welcome again. Thank you if you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate it. I am doing a project that I do every year. I call it the Blessing Box. And those of you who've been following me for a while probably are familiar with this. I've done one every year now for quite a while. I try to change it up a little bit from year to year. But the idea came from just thinking about the power of a handmade card or just reaching out to someone and giving an expression of hope or gratitude to people that we know, and maybe even touch the hearts of some that we don't know. And so that is my hope in you creating one of these and joining me in this little journey of spreading kindness throughout this season. So we're doing this one today in a fall theme, which is how I usually do it. And we usually kick off the month of November. Can you believe tomorrow's November? And so anyway, I wanted to go ahead and get this done, and hopefully you will make one. I did send out a message that if you wanted the dimensions and the measurements to let me know in a post after this video goes live, or after we sign off from this video, I will put the link to the measurements and the directions for you to recreate one yourself. Okay, so hopefully that you will do that. And just as a little side note, I'm going to have posted, and I believe I'm going to do this on my blog over at inkinspirations.com, where I will put a list of ideas of how you can use these little cards. Okay, and so be sure and take a look at that tomorrow. I'll link it here in the Facebook group or on the Facebook page, and also over on YouTube if you're watching there. Okay. So anyway, hey Debbie, good to see you. So, back to when my original idea for this, my youngest brother, told me that he keeps every card that I send him, and that really touched my heart. So I thought, if that means that much to him, you know, how much more? Who are we missing out on? Who are we leaving out? Okay, and so um, this is for those that you may know. They could be friends of yours. You could reach out with these to some that provide a service to you day in and day out. You could even leave them in just random places for someone to find. Okay. And so, anyway, hey, Connie, thanks for tuning in. So, anyway, we're going to get started. Don't forget about the kits kit sale. If you haven't looked at these, you can go to the online store, then go down to the menu, and it has kits collection, and you can look at all of the ones, and it has the sale price. Okay, there for you. All right, let's get started. Ready to go? Let me see. I'm going to get on my desktop here. All right, so here is my finished one that I did. I designed it to hold 4 cards easily, okay? But you can fit like 6, all right? So here it is. It's just a tiny box that can fit in your car or in your purse or your bag that you carry around. And then these are the little cards. They're very simple. They're very easy to make. I wanted to make it where it's so simple that you think I can do that and get this whipped up and have this to touch the lives of others. Okay. So on these, you can see what I've done this year is I've made a little pocket. Okay. And I've just done this is like the size of a business card. And, oh, hey, Kathy. All right. And so I just, thought that'd be cute. Even if if you're like at a restaurant and you're going to leave a tip, you could use one of these and just put the tip inside of there. I know a lot of people will just add the tip to their bill, but how special would that be to find this on the table, afterwards, after your customers leave? So anyway, let's get started with it. I'm going to start with the little pockets first because with the way that I'm going to adhere these together, I'm using liquid glue and it needs a bit to dry. Okay, so these, I cut 4 of them. And like I said, you can probably fit about 6, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. You can do 4, okay, and then make more as you need them. They're 6.5 by 2 5/8 wide, and then I scored them at 3 1/4. Okay, so I've already done that on all of these. And again, I will have the link to where you can find these measurements so you can make your own. I'm going to go ahead and burnish. Oh, I didn't score these. I thought I had. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my Simply Scored and score it at 3 1/4. So this is wild wheat. I'm using colors from the Designer Series paper. Now I can't think of it. Oh, Splendid Autumn. Splendid Autumn. Hey, Narisa. Okay. Here we go. It's like if I talk too much, I'll do a wrong score. All right. I'm going to move that out of the way for now and then burnish on these score lines. So anyone expecting trick-or-treaters? I know I asked that on my business page on Facebook, and it's like mixed. Some of you, yes, you're going to have trick-or-treaters, and some no. We don't here because we're in such a rural area. We have some kids that live across the street, but they aren't really little kids anymore. So we don't really have trick-or-treaters. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so here we have these, and we're going to make our little pockets, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and glue these, and then we're going to work on the other parts of our blessing box. And what I'm doing here is I have a bottle of glue that's like almost, it doesn't have a whole lot in it, so that I can do that thin bead. Oh, hey, Stacy. Oh, Narisa, I saw that there was storms threatening down there in Southeast Texas. Okay, you see that little thin line I did? Because you need all of this space here to tuck your little cards in. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down. And we're going to let these sit aside and hopefully dry before we work in them. Oh, yeah, Kathy. I guess you had candy, huh, Kathy, ready just in case? And do Henley and Hudson do a trunk or treat, or do they go trick or treating? Kathy's my sister-in-law, and I'm expecting her. She's driving up here tomorrow with a friend, and so we're excited to see her. Okay, so as I was saying on this glue, you need just a little fine bead that you can get closer to the end. Oh, and Kima. Okay, good idea. Yeah, some neighborhoods are specifically set up for little ones. I know there's a neighborhood in Groves in Southeast Texas where we're from. Yay! And they don't allow any cars in there during the trick-or-treat night. It's like a closeout. It's Indian Village. Y'all know where that is, those of you from Southeast Texas. Stacy, that's not too far from you, huh? And I think you could maybe take golf carts in there, which that's a real big thing down there in where we're from. People drive golf carts around the neighborhood. And that's just for the safety of the kids. But you have to park outside the neighborhood and then walk in. Okay, I've got all of my little pockets glued together. Okay, and so I'm going to let those be and let them dry. So next, let's go ahead and do our box. So I decided to use Cajun Craze. I love using Cajun Craze for autumn. Yeah, they do, Stacy. You're right. Okay, so this is 3 3/4 by 8. Okay, and we're going to score on the 3 3/4 inch side at 1/2 and 3 1/4, and then on the 8 inch side at 3 1/4 and 4 1/4. Simple enough, right? Okay. Let's get the Simply Scored in here again, and I'm going to do the 8 inch side first. Okay, so we need 3 3/4. That's right here, and 4 1/4. Then we're going to turn it with the 3 3/4 side at the top and go 1/2 inch score and 3 1/4. It's like that looked funny to me for a minute, but it is 3 3/4. Okay, so it's a little 1/2 inch score on this side too. So I like using my Simply Scored for scoring because it's like there's no error. You put your paper up in the corner and against the side over here, and you get a great score. Okay. All right. So you all know what we have to do. This is a 3D project. We've got some score lines, and we need to burnish on these score lines. So some of the places I've left these cards, I've left them like when we're traveling and we stop at a rest stop, you know, like those of you in Texas might know Buc-ee's, right? And I'll leave it on a shelf that I think someone might be looking for a snack. I've even left it in a hardware store. Not a hardware store. What's it? It was kind of like a Lowe's, but not a Lowe's, you know. Some place where I think someone might be looking this time of year. Where else have I left one? Oh, I think I left one time I was walking down the sidewalk and there was a bench, and I left one on the bench. So, and I just pray that the person that needs to find it finds it. Okay. All right. So you see what I did? I burnished, and then I'm just cutting up on those to make those little tabs right there. And then this is going to fold up like this. Okay. And we're going to use tear and tape. Now, how easy is that, right? Okay. So let's put tear and tape right here. And when you're assembling, you want to be sure you get the tabs overlapping on the same side, if that makes sense. And that'll be your back where that seam is. So I use the tear and tape because it is a very strong adhesive. You could use the liquid glue, but I wanted to be sure this dried a little quickly. And so this, because you're taking cards in and out of the box so much that you want it to be sturdy to, you know, hold together. All right, let's bring this up. We want these little tabs coming in. Bring this up, and then this is going to overlap on both sides just like that. I probably should have just undone. I took the protective paper off of one side at a time, but it works. Okay, see that? Super easy, quick little box. Okay, so now that that's ready, we're going to embellish this just a little bit. So I'm using, again, the Splendid Autumn paper, and I picked out some patterns that I have. of this, and so I liked these colors here, and I liked the sky. So I'm going to cut these and just make sure, okay, they need to be 2.5 by 3.5 for this front, okay? So let me get my trimmer in here and let's do some cutting. So this is a process for me because I'm looking and trimming and thinking, okay, what's the best side for this? So for my front, I'm going to put this grateful like that and that gold leaf. So I think I want some sky in that. So that's how I'm going to cut it. So I need it 2.5 wide because it's 2.25 wide. Okay, the box is 2.5. So I'm going to do this 2.5. Oh, I want some of these. Okay, so I'm going to cut it at 3. I want some of these Cajun Craze leaves. That's still not enough for me, so I'm going to go over another 1/4 inch. So you see it's a process for me here. Okay, I think I like that. So let's cut there, and then we need it 2.5, right? Okay, so let's see what that does if we cut it right here. I think I like that. I've got part of the road that will show. I have some sky, and I'll use this for the front where I'm going to put that grateful. Is anybody making this along with me? I put the measurements up, or some of you asked for them, I should say. So now 3.5. 3.5 tall. I think I like that. Okay, I'm going to cut. All right. And so I'm going to put this on the front. So you see how it's pretty? It's like its own little scene itself. So let me go ahead and glue this on, and it can be drying. Okay, some little dots there. And just put this on the front. Kind of center it top to bottom and side to side. Hey, Patty. All right, let's cut the back. It doesn't have to be the same. I'm going to make use of this paper right here. Okay, so if I cut that, that's 2.5. Right. Yep, 2.5. So if I cut that like that, that would be fine, wouldn't it? So let's do that. 3.5. Yeah, Patty, this is gorgeous paper. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to have, look, some of the crushed curry in there and some of the Cajun Craze and some of the pumpkin pie. Try to include all those colors there. And save that for another project, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and put this on the back of our box. See, I like that. It doesn't have to be the same. Okay, a little bit of glue. And put that on top. Okay, so now we have our box ready. And now, let's see, what do I want to do next? I'm going to go ahead and do the embellishing here. So I'm going to do the same thing here, put grateful. Because I am grateful for my life and all of you that are in it, my family and my friends. And I'm going to take a piece of scrap basic white and the Grateful for You. This is from Autumn Expressions. Okay, so it's got this beautiful font there. Using that one this time. And going to stamp, and we're going to fussy cut around it. Okay. Let me go ahead and close this so we don't. And then I'm going to take my paper snips I'm just going to fussy cut around the grateful. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to leave just a scant bit of the basic white underneath the font, the letters. Come around. And I'm going to do this and cut off so I'm not dealing with so much paper. Okay. And so with this font and the script that it is, I try to keep my cutting lines curvy. This is so relaxing to me. I know some people don't like to fussy cut, but I love it. Okay, let's cut around this G. I've been trying to do better with my handwriting. Sometimes I'm writing so fast I'm thinking, who wrote that? Oh my goodness. All right, grateful. So now what I'm going to do is I've got a scrap piece of wild wheat. I was going to call it winter wheat. And I'm just going to glue this on. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a bit. And while that's drying, I'm going to get my gold leaf. I've already die cut this out. It's from the die collection from Autumn Expressions in the bundle. Here's the one I'm using. I used this one on our sample project, that leaf. And I am going to get my box and I'm going to go ahead and glue this on because I know I want it up there in the right hand corner, I think. Yeah, I do. Don't overthink it. Ever find yourself overthinking a project about placement of things, and it's like, just do it. It's going to be good. It's an original. It's your creation. Okay, here we go. Now I can get my scissors. Cut this extra off, and we are going to cut around, leaving just a border. So I'm following the silhouette of where I cut previously. And it doesn't have to be exact. I just wanted a little bit of color to give it some depth when I glued it on the front of the box. And really, this is just for you, for me. You know, it's not like you're giving this box to somebody, although you could put a little gift in it afterwards. Is it a bad echo? I don't know why. Kathy? Is it echoing anyone for anyone else? Kathy? Okay. Oh, you are getting an echo? All right. No, I think Mason is hearing it. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can turn. Sorry for my hand there, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see. I turned my sound all the way down on my phone. So maybe, did that help at all? I'll try not to talk too loud, maybe. All right. Oh, it's still there. I'm so sorry. You know, I just never know what the sound's going to be like or anything. Let me see. Okay, I'm playing with the mic. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. I mean, I could try to start over, but then not only there seems to be a delay. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay, so now we have that done. Okay, so those are pretty much alike, right? Okay, so now I'm going to try not to talk as much. Now I'm going to get my little cards that I'm going to use to stamp. Oh, it could be, yes, whatever that is. Okay. So I have 4 of these, well, 5 really. And these are cut 2.5 by 3.5, okay? And I'm going to stamp on them. So let me get my... I'm just going to stamp different sentiments on different cards so you can see what I do. I'm going to do 2 like this. Okay. On this, I think I'm going to do... And you can put whatever you'd like. You probably can look through your stamp sets and find sentiments that would be appropriate. This one barely fits on, but it does fit. So I'm going to... almost dropped it. Okay. You know, when the thing with these is that I don't ever sign my name or anything. Okay, I just, I might write a note on it or not. You don't have to. I closed that and I shouldn't have. Let's see. Then on these, I'm going to do some of these from the Courage and Faith stamp set. Now, to add a little color, I'm just going to use wild wheat and this leaf stamp. So you can see these are just very simply stamped, but have a sweet message. Okay. I think that's all the stamping. Get this ink out of the way. And my stamps. And now we're going to work on decorating the front of our pockets. So let's see how we're, didn't glue all together. I might have to pressing that down. I didn't, if you saw me put the glue on these, it was very, just a scant little bead of glue. So let me see if I can get those to adhere a little better. Okay, now I have some more of this designer paper. And I don't worry too much about the seam on this one, on these. So I'm just going to cut these. These need to be, let me measure because I lost my little paper. So that's 2.5. That looks like 2 5/8. Yep, it is. So I need this to be like 2.5 by, well, let me look at my directions. That would help. 2.5 by 3 1/8. Okay. Half, 3 1/8. And there is a right side, so you want it to open up at the top. And it's very, here we go. This is the top. There's the opening. So this is going to be glued on the front, just like that. Okay? Let me go ahead and do that. Okay? Let's do another one. Two and a half. What was that? 3 1/8, right? See, I'm lost without my little post-it. All There's the opening. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. We have that. Two and 1/2. 3 and 1/8. Okay, let's go ahead and do our other one. 2 and 1/2. 3 and 1/8. There it is. On my samples, you noticed that I used little gems. I don't recommend doing that. They end up, when you're taking your cards out of the box, they seem to slide off. If you have something flat you want to put on there, I'm not going to put any on this. I'll show you how to do the other ones. Let's see, did I check for the top there? It's like it's so tight, I can't find the, there it is. Okay, so let me show you. You see how that pocket there, and when that liquid glue dries, it's a good adhere, okay? You just have to give it a minute. I'm still messing with my sound, y'all. Hang on. Okay. All right, here we have these. So now we can put our little cards inside. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to stamp the back of that one. And this one. Let's do that. I think what I'm going to do next time I try going live, I may restart both of my devices, because I have, what I'm looking at is my iPad, and what is shooting down on my desk is my iPhone up here. So I read somewhere it says if you're having issues, try restarting your device. Well, I don't want to do that in the middle of my recording, so thank y'all for bearing with me. All right, so now look at this, how cute these are. And I thought, oh, put a ribbon at the end. I thought, no, doesn't need that. So, oh, did I do this upside down? It's like, where is the, I did. I glued this one upside down. There we go. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just coming out the bottom, right? It's a pretty tight fit. That's why I suggested using the liquid glue. There we go. see. Hopefully I only have one upside down. Yep, there's the opening. I don't know why this one doesn't want to slide in. Probably because I have it upside down. Oh, here we go. Okay, so have that done. See how cute they look with that paper? And you could do this with any paper. Okay, so let me get my box. Look at there. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now let me show you these other ones, what I was talking about. On this, the little dots, I had those out to use, but when I pull it in and out of the box, it wants to rub and knock those off. So that's up to you whether you want to do that or not. Okay. So there's 6 of them. And what was I going to show you? There was something else. Yes. So another thing you could do is, you know how you can find these scripture cards? I think I ordered these off of Amazon, but they have them like at, different stores and places. You could also do that. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get back on here. I am going to remove from the stage and just get. Now, is it still echoing? It sounds like to me it is. It sounds like I hear it through my iPad. So, okay. So, I hope you decide to make one of these blessing boxes and use it to share random acts of kindness, express your gratitude. Um, okay, good. And just, just make a difference. With this is a craft that we love. It's a giving craft. I've always said that. What we make, we give away. And so just, wow. Just let's do this and let's spread the love, okay? All right. So again, tomorrow I'll have a link if you're on YouTube in the community tab. I'll link to the blog post that has the ideas of who you can share with. And thank you, Stacy. Um, who you can share with, like just by giving them out, like your mail carrier, your you know your wait staff, the lady that checks you out at the grocery store. And then I'm also going to give you a list of where you could leave them just randomly for someone to find. Okay, good. It must be the two devices, and I try to turn my sound off on one of them. I'm talking through my iPad usually, because the phone is what usually gives me the issues. But I'll try restarting next time. And I don't think you've noticed it before. You would have told me, right, Kathy, or the rest of you that watch all the time. So, but I appreciate you telling me because I can let StreamYard know, and maybe they can help me. So, okay, all right. If you make a blessing box, I would love for you to share a picture of it with me. We have the Ink and Inspiration Stampers group on Facebook that you can share pictures on there, but you have to ask to be included in the group. And then you have to answer the question so I can let you in, okay? All right. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's see, next week, my live may be a day early. I'm not sure because my brother is coming to visit. So we'll see, but I will post in plenty of time for you to catch it. And if you can't see it, oh, thank you so much, Mason. And uh, you can tune in or watch the replay. Okay? All right. Y'all have a great day. Happy Halloween. Talk to you again soon. Bye.